the deepest secrets of dark psychology. Become that person who controls every situation. Discover how to mold people's decisions in your favor and shape your path by mastering manipulation. Written by Roger C. Brink. Narrated by Angel Willis.
If you want to learn the art of manipulation and persuasion, then keep listening. There are people in life who seem to know just what to say to get people to agree with their point of view. They can get others to do almost anything they say. If they say jump, you ask how high. For you, on the other hand, is it an uphill battle to get anyone to listen to you or take you seriously? If it does, then this information inside the audiobook is your answer. Dark psychology is used by some of the most powerful figures and influencers in the world today. We can use it to explore and exploit human consciousness for our own benefit. By using the manipulation and persuasion techniques contained within this book, you'll be able to start living the life you have always dreamed of. In this dark psychology guide, you'll discover 101 techniques to master mind control, about the dark psychology triad, how to influence through body language, key methods to NLP or neuro-linguistic programming, understand the deception spectrum, 5 tactics for hypnotism, changing the quote-unquote map of reality through brainwashing, and time travel with future pacing. Maybe you feel that manipulation is wrong. It isn't. It's just simply a tool. How you use it, of course, determines whether or right it's wrong. By determining an ethical approach, manipulation is a useful method for understanding people and knowing how to work with them so things will benefit you. If you want to learn more about how you can use manipulation and persuasion to create the life you've always wanted, then simply scroll up and click the Buy Now button on this page to get started today. Chapter 1. Introduction to Dark Psychology. It's a bit of a well-kept secret that the ability to manipulate people is a useful tool. It's one of the reasons how businessmen and politicians get and hold their positions. There comes a certain point in your life wherein completely turning off your emotions and being pragmatic is a skill that you have to have. Nobody likes to discuss it, because we have this societal fear of the reality that people can just be seen as a means to an end. The late Steve Jobs was particularly renowned for his ability to work people's emotions and to say just the right thing that would get them to come around to his view. It was so strong, in fact, that the people around him developed their own term for it. Quote, the reality distortion field. A phrase coined from a similar phenomenon in the Star Trek universe. There are numerous historical instances of Steve Jobs taking advantage of his unique ability to get precisely what he wanted. One such instance was when Jobs, in the 1980s, was trying to get Pepsi's CEO John Sculley to come to Apple. This exchange spawned a famous line that many may know today. Do you want to sell sugared water for the rest of your life, or do you want to come with me and change the world? There's a lot that can be said about his specific ability to charm and manipulate people, not the least of which was his deep understanding of what people wanted as well as what people wanted to hear. Add on to this an understanding of subtle intimidation, power cues, and a large amount of passion and charisma, and you have a powerhouse who couldn't get pretty much whatever he wanted. So, how does this apply to you? Well, you're reading this because you want to learn how to work with people from the inside out. You want to know how to say just the right thing to get what you need and how to manipulate people such that you can bypass any obstacles, so that they'll be able to do exactly what you want. If that's the case, then you've come to the right place. The fact is that the mind is a relatively simple thing. While the brain is infinitely complex, the manifestations of the conscious mind are both resolute and easy to work with. Most people work in very obvious and predictable ways, such as that if they're a normal person, so you can easily figure out the best way to work with them in no time flat. The purpose is to analyze all of these patterns within the context of people in general, so that you can learn the best way to put these trends to use. Some people will, of course, break these quote-unquote standard molds, And for this reason, there's a couple of chapters dedicated to the idea.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?